Welcome to the Degenerate podcast, live from Studio G with Aaron.
Hello, it's good to be heard again.
Yeah, we had an issue with his...
Oh, my.
We used the wrong microphone because I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, also my voice was not too great. It's sounding a little better now from Sunday, March Madness, but...
Yeah, you know, we'll get into some more March Madness, but we're going to jump into...
That was called a tease.
That was a tease, or...
Speaking of teases...
Speaking of teases, we're going to jump into our dealings with the opposite sex and everyone else's dealings with the opposite sex.
Everybody's favorite subject.
Or the same sex, or trans sex, or no sex.
Yeah, whatever.
Asexual, genderless.
Yeah, if you're
Can
not...
you be genderless?
I think anything's possible nowadays, but I don't know what genderless would mean.
It means, I guess androgynous by birth.
I mean, or hermaphrodite?
No, they have two genders.
Are they? What? They have two genders, so what gender?
It doesn't cancel each other out.
Well, what would a genderless person be?
I don't know, man. It's like dividing by zero. Like, it's impossible.
They wouldn't be able to go to pee. They wouldn't be able to pee if they didn't.
What are they?
Really? That's really all that gender really is about.
It's about how you pee.
I guess you can. Yeah, about how you pee, though.
The assigned gender is about how you pee.
Yeah, that's all that assigned gender cares about.
But
anyways,
gender is a choice.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about the gender that pees sitting down.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about chicks, man.
Yeah, the gender that I like pee sitting down. It's just so refreshing to know that you're just giving up control.
So one thing that may have been hard to hear on the podcast on Sunday, this is going to be a little bit of a recap because I'm going to assume most people did not make it
They
through.
just heard me laughing for 35
Yeah, so if in case
minutes.
you missed our last podcast or you turned it off very quickly and thinking it was a mistake.
Or you thought it was only about March Madness and it's not.
And yeah, it didn't pick up my voice at all. Partially because it was gone, partially because Andy did not set up the microphone correctly.
Yes.
But it did pick up Andy, so if you want to hear a podcast with only Andy laughing with out-of-context shit, that last podcast is yours.
We talked about Teddy Ruxpin being a racist.
Yeah, I talked about me being an accidental racist, just to quickly go over this a little bit. I, as a child, at first thought that Asians were all Chinese.
Yeah.
And I learned slowly they were Japanese. Then Koreans really burst onto the scene.
The Koreans just bursting on them.
I remember when I was about 9 or 10 years old, just every Chinese person I knew was all of a sudden Korean. Yeah. Which meant Asian people, by the way, from my child mind. Vietnamese, do you ever meet someone who's Chinese?
I have a good friend who's Chinese.
So I don't have any friends who are Chinese. I've met plenty of Koreans, as I've made clear already. I've met a lot of people who are Japanese. Yeah. Not a lot of Chinese.
Are you broadly suggesting that Chinese don't like Jews?
I guess.
That they avoid them?
Well, Jews like Chinese food, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Especially on Christmas. We also used to like the movies, but now everybody goes to the movies on Christmas. They used to be just our tribe's thing. Yeah. But now everybody hates their families, so they're like, 2.5 hours in the dark where I don't have to talk to my family, sign me up. Yeah. Anyways, back to women.
Back to women.
We both had a little bit of luck this weekend, I'd say, in different ways. Mine was hypothetical, but...
I don't think it's hypothetical. Everything's hypothetical until you're boyfriend, girlfriend, and love and marriage and stuff.
Love and marriage.
Isn't it just hypothetical?
Yeah, but it's interesting. But even before that, it's interesting. Like when you first meet somebody and you like them, and you're working on you're communicating with them, but you don't want to appear too eager. Yeah, you notice that,
what is that about human nature, and especially female?
I don't think it's especially female or male. I think it's the chase, and just the chase is done with the chasey and the chaser. Yeah. I think guys in general are the chasers. I know that sounds kind of rapey, but I don't mean it to. Yeah. But really, and it's almost but I really kind of resent the fact that when I get a text message from a girl I like, I'm excited about it. And I'd like to immediately respond to it.
Me too.
But that comes across as needy, that comes across as desperate, and simply the timing of a text message can ruin a potential...
yeah, absolutely.
It's like a girl not
interested. It's 3 PM, aren't you fucking working? You know, do you think that enters their brain when we're like incessantly texting them in the middle of the afternoon?
Well, I have a job, so I don't think that way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I didn't mean that to sound rude, but
I
like,
got
no.
jobs is.
I mean, right, I didn't, but like, I don't really, that doesn't come into my mind, but it does, like, when I get it, I think, oh, I wish I could just put my phone down for like 30 minutes and text back and be that guy, but then a part of me is like, for one, I like the girl, for two, I'm still insecure, as everybody is, so I'm like, I don't want to take the chance of her losing interest. You know, it's stupid.
Yeah,
and I think a lot of this, but I think a lot of these thoughts are now seeping into my head thanks to other previous people who came into my life.
Yeah,
and it really sucks when bad parts of one relationship leak
trickle over.
Whether
it
it's
happens,
romantic
man.
Or it's
friendships.
And then the person who has no context, has no history in that previous relationship, obviously, can only take it as them.
Yeah.
And they're like, they don't understand, and you don't exactly understand because your problems are your problems, and if they're someone else's problems, they're easy, but when they're yours, that's why they're your problems.
Yeah.
You know, if they weren't, they'd be easy to solve. I know that sounds stupid and probably didn't make sense.
Man, it makes
but
sense.
like, really, it's like now it's like I'm in this new, fresh, potential, whatever, and I'm already attributing previous people's attributes to this girl who had nothing to do with it, and it's simply, just maybe has a life or whatever. I don't know. Like,
I think it's always safer to assume that they have.
Everybody's on their phones all the time. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Like that's
Maybe.
why I'm like, it's like I can respond because I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone when I see they come in. It's not, it's like everybody you look around you is on your phone, and like it's honestly one of my biggest pet peeves about hanging out with people at this point. I know it sounds really stupid.
I saw it at the bar, man.
It's
watching the game.
It's so
I'm looking
annoying.
Around like refreshed to be around people with.
It's just like
like-minded.
It's just like people can't just be in a place anymore. At all. Maybe they never could, and I'm just like romanticizing about.
No, I remember being able to be.
But like, it's just like I hate being at a table and then looking up and 3 of the 4 people are on their phone.
Yeah.
One of the things I always do when that happens is I was like, "Do you like phones? I like phones. Do you like phones? I like phones." No one ever gets it. But I'm just like, look, we're all just fucking stuck.
Just do an armpit fart next time.
Yeah, I don't know how to do those.
You want me to show you?
Yeah, let's make sure that the mic picks it up.
Alright, hold on. I know it's picked up when I've done before. Ah, fuck.
Those are silent for dead.
Those are the worst.
Excuse us. We're trying. No.
God damn it! Well, that's dead. That's the definition of dead air. A failing. I can't even fucking armpit fart right on my own goddamn fucking show.
Oh my god, that's a microcosm of women right there. So where are your
armpit farts? A failed armpit fart smells like a queef.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on overall? What do you think? Should I even be worried about that, or should I just be eager? And if that is held against me, that is not the right person.
Yes, the second.
Right.
No, I wouldn't.
It's like why? Because I wouldn't take it as I like it when they respond right away. It's kind of nice. It's like, oh wow, I actually mean this shit. I'm not like the message you get where you just flick it to the side and like maybe.
I just came up with something, and I'm gonna call it the toilet rule. Okay.
This is a Degenerate Nation exclusive.
This is a Degeneration toilet rule.
Exclusive.
It's just about relationships that are budding or not budding. The toilet rule is, and if you're on the toilet, they're gonna respond to you quick when they get a message and they're on the toilet because they're looking at their phones on the toilet too. Women don't just pee and just get up and leave. They look at their phones too.
Women poop too.
The women poop a lot, so much. That's how they stay fresh. Men. Way more than men. That Stegosaurus in Jurassic Park was a girl Stegosaurus. The big fucking girl dumps. Clever girl. What was it saying? The toilet rule? Yeah, so if you're getting a quick response, just assume, okay, yeah, they might like me or whatever, but they're on the toilet or they're doing something toilety.
I see girls not. That's a shitty rule. No,
but but just assume that's just like, okay, yeah, they're into me, but they're not on the toilet right now.
That's how I take it easier when they don't respond.
Yeah,
I guess
they weren't on the toilet.
But there's a certain amount of time that goes by with no response that you can't deny they've seen it and they're just ignoring it.
Well, I feel like early on communication before you really build anything is dangerous. Because it's then dangerous.
So, what's your thoughts on, communication before you've had a date with the girl?
I think,
very little?
Probably not as much.
Yeah, so I think that's interesting. I've made the mistake before of making way too much conversation.
I've made that I can't even tell you how much.
And then you show up to the first date or, second time you guys hanging out, and it's just we have nothing left to talk about. And I was so much more bold in these typed words.
Yeah.
Not even bold with what I'm willing to do, but just bold with how I put things.
You're
I can't, and then you know everything about the person, the whole mystery of the beginning of getting to know the person.
And then you feel like you're having an emotional affair with someone,
and
then you haven't you're cheating emotionally on the person that you are supposed to be getting to know organically,
or you're just cheating the whole process in a way.
Yeah, you're trying to gamify it. I've done that for years because I'm terrified.
I think that's a good point, and maybe, maybe this is me trying to be optimistic, but maybe this is why this person is pulling back the reins on communicating, because they're saying, I'm not going to be the one to pull back the reins on communicating. And you can't just say, hey, I don't want to talk till we see each other. That kind of ruins it too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just minimal surface bullshit.
Yeah, and so
I get the date going fast.
Just because
and then also the toilet rule.
Yeah, and the toilet rule, exactly. She's just not eating enough fiber, clearly.
Yeah, she's not if she's not on the toilet, she's not at a red light. She's not.
No, you're right. And also, I don't even know what this person does. I don't know if she works days or nights.
Yeah, she could be a spy. Spies are busy.
She could work for the State Department.
She could be a baker.
She could be a grocery clerk.
She could be anything. She could indoor scuba.
She could be a stripper.
She could be a stripper for sure.
But
she could be one of the waitresses at the strip joint that doesn't take
if you started talking to the girl and you found out she was a stripper, would you still talk to her?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Is there any occupation that a girl could say she does that you would say, bye, Felicia?
Probation officer.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, because I've come too close to having a probation officer for me to want to date a probation
officer.
Wow,
so, let's say this girl you just started talking to who's coming to the party on Friday. Damn it! Sorry. My boner just knocked over the microphone.
That was
my erection that knocked over the microphone.
You just put it in the universe that they will not be in attendance.
Oh, wait, does she listen?
No. I don't intend that.
Even if she does, what's up? What's up?
What's up, girl?
Yeah, I'm not going to say your name.
What were you saying?
If you're listening... What was I saying? My boner knocked over the microphone.
The toilet rule is in effect for me with that.
Okay. Yeah, so any other thoughts on chicks?
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to have some sort of mystique in my life.
Meaning what?
Because you put a device in a keyboard or a phone in my hand, I'm going to sabotage it because I'll just say what I can type faster than I think even. And I have you're hitting send before you're even really considering, is this helping or hurting? Mm-hmm. Whatever, right? There's no person on the earth that is capable of giving me exactly what I want conversationally at any moment. That's absurd for me to think that. And so that's why you should minimize, if you think that way, you should minimize your textual relationship with that person. And
okay.
You can text lots of friends and stuff, but unless you've really got to the point where you're really clicking, it's probably better to not just incessantly text.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
because you want to be like, the big questions like, hey, do you see yourself having kids someday? Or are you on birth control? Things like that. Or like your feelings. Like, where do you think this is going? And these are all happening over text.
I'm not having those kind of conversations over text before.
But this is where we're headed. People already break up over text. I think there's a rule, and I feel like if you've been intimate with them with penis-vagina intimacy, or vagina intimacy, or penis-butthole,
penis.
or penis-penis.
No, wait, gay people don't have sex that way?
They have the space docking.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, when you put your penis inside the other penis.
No, dude.
That's space docking.
Oh, is that real?
It's real, man. They stretch out their urethra so you can put a cock in it.
I could never be gay.
You mean they're that kind of gay?
That's so hardcore.
That's right. Well, it probably feels amazing.
Oh my god, that's so gross. How have I never heard of this before? Oh, space docking.
They stretch it out and just fucking
I can see it happening.
Ram your jammer in there. Do black cocks have bigger urethras?
I'm sure they do.
Or is it a universal urethra thing?
I mean, I think it's based on the circumference of the log.
The fucking log circumference. Circumference.
Okay. Let's move on.
No, I'm very curious, man. I like.
Are you bi-curious?
I'm bi-curious. How big are their urethras?
Compared to what? I don't know, 1/8 of an inch.
Like Asian, white, Navajo, or urethras.
Asians have the widest urethra.
The widest urethra?
Stretched out like their eyes.
So they can space dock easily?
I don't know.
And is it easier to space dock if you have a foreskin?
I would think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Foreskin meaning you haven't been circumcised.
Yeah. So foreskin, you just lift it up like...
Yeah, it seems flappy anyways.
Like a hatch.
It seems almost like a long vagina.
It's like the hatch in Lost where they open it up and it's just...
Spoiler
It's
alert.
just a fucking like...
I was thinking of the monster from Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, the Sarlacc thing.
Yeah.
The Sarlacc pit.
Or actually, no, the one from Empire Strikes Back that looks like a dick. The worm thing. The worm falcon. Is it falcon or falcon?
It's the falcon. Millennium Falcon.
Millennium Falcon. What a stupid name.
You don't like the name Millennium Falcon? Why not? That's crazy. I've never heard anyone that says they don't like the nomenclature of the
What does it mean,
Falcon.
Basil?
I don't know what it means. It's the Millennium.
That's kind of stupid.
I just saw somebody try to fuck with your toaster, but I just made it up. There's nobody there. I don't know.
That's madness.
Yeah, March Madness, huh?
Speaking of madness, March Madness. So, little recap of the weekend. Michigan State lost.
Michigan State lost to Kansas, but we fought valiantly for about 30 minutes.
And then we lost by 20.
Yeah. So it was closer to the score.
Duke lost. That was great.
Yay!
Fuck you, Duke.
Fuck you.
So, right now, your Final Four is still intact?
I got 3 of the 4. Almost all of them. I had either Villanova or Duke. I did 5 brackets. I had two were totally busted. I had Duke winning 1. I had Villanova winning 1.
I had Duke winning 1.
The other ones I got Arizona winning UCLA and Kentucky, I believe. I picked North Carolina in the Final Four 0 times. I said all the way through either Kentucky or UCLA going. So the Kentucky UCLA winner beating North Carolina and going to the Final Four. And I have, the one with Duke and Villanova is busted. So I'm trying to, strategically, I'm trying to think, okay, what's the best case scenario for me in this giant pool? I'm doing okay, and I'm tied for 4th best score, but I'm tied for 22nd place or whatever.
Right.
What is the best possible outcome for me? And it would be South Carolina beating Wisconsin in that bracket. So Baylor going down is good for me, and Oregon losing would be good for me.
Yeah, I had SMU going really far.
So yeah, You're totally fucked. And how many Final Four teams you got left?
I only did one bracket. I always only do one bracket unless I'm gambling a bunch, which I didn't this year.
Bracket integrity.
So I have my one bracket. I have I have 3 of my 4 left.
So you just lost Villanova Duke.
Right, I lost Villanova because I had SMU beating Duke.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be my bracket separator, but no. That didn't happen. SMU lost first round to USC, who I was telling everybody sucked, USC. So, once again, I've never won a bracket. I've never been top 3 in brackets.
Oh, really? I've won like 5 or 6.
Never have.
Damn, man.
Not good at brackets. If I had to pick right now, I'd say Kentucky is my pick to come out of the right side.
Yeah.
Either Kentucky or Kansas. I can see Kansas winning also. Yeah. But I think Kentucky is going to...
Kentucky's defense is better than Kansas' defense.
Yeah, but they also almost lost to Wichita State.
Wichita State's good.
Wichita State is good, but...
And they wanted revenge, too.
Yeah, and I think Arizona is by far and away the best team on that left side.
Yeah.
I think Arizona will take down Wisconsin in the Final Four.
Yeah, Arizona beating Gonzaga and then Wisconsin probably.
Yeah,
I don't think Baylor gets through, so...
No, I think the winner of Arizona-Gonzaga comes out of the left side.
Yeah, Arizona. I'm picking Arizona.
I think Arizona, and I think Arizona wins it all.
Arizona over
Sean
Kentucky,
Miller's hot.
Yep. Or Arizona over Kansas.
Arizona over Kansas. We'll say.
Yeah,
even though I just said Kentucky.
Yeah, I got Arizona over Kentucky. You got Arizona over Kansas. Yeah, that's pretty good.
And I'll say I think Arizona will win by.
Hey, we both have Kentucky narrowly defeating UCLA before beating North Carolina.
Yeah, I just think that I think De'Aaron Fox and Monk are going to be able to match up on ball.
Yeah, because they can't. UCLA doesn't guard as well, and
yeah,
Kentucky,
they're young. They're going to have.
Kentucky's young, but they got the.
Yeah, but overall, like the first weekend wasn't too exciting.
No. Well, the upsets were like. The South Carolina Duke was a big upset of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean it's always an upset when Duke loses. So but there weren't like a lot of classic like games coming down to the wire.
No, like Middle Tennessee State beat up on Minnesota and
as to be expected. And then they lost the next game.
Xavier won both games handily.
Yeah, no one bought into Florida State.
No, I took Xavier. All 5 brackets. I didn't change anything before the Sweet 16.
Yeah, the Sweet 16 teams. Who do you think has no chance left? Butler? Do you think they have a chance?
Yeah.
You think Purdue has a chance?
Yep.
You think Xavier has a chance?
I don't think Oregon has a chance.
You don't think Oregon? Baylor doesn't have a chance. I don't think.
Baylor does have a chance because their bracket's a little easy
to win it all. I'm saying.
Yeah, because if they get out of that bracket, you're in the Final Four. You know, anything could happen there, right?
Yeah, and they probably beat Kansas at least once this year.
Yeah, no, they did beat Kansas once, didn't they? No, they might have lost both.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly.
And they're on the other side of the bracket too, right?
Yeah,
with Arizona and Gonzaga.
Mm-hmm.
Baylor's got the size to match up with Gonzaga.
Yep.
So yeah, I think Baylor's got a shot. I haven't seen enough of Florida, so I'm gonna say no on Florida.
Oh, yeah, Florida.
Wisconsin,
I think they could make a Final Four. I just can't.
I don't see them winning at all. South Carolina, no.
Yeah, no. Although they've had a couple games in this tournament where they scored 65 points in the second half against Duke.
That's horrible defense. I mean, that's.
And do you know how many Duke scored? 51.
Yeah, you score 51 in the second half of a game and lose the game. That's pretty shitty.
But South Carolina scored 23 points in the first half, or 27 points.
Yeah, I don't think Xavier's got enough. I think
aren't they missing their best player, Sumter or something? I think he went down early in the season.
They blew it to blowing up. So
he blew up.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm saying Arizona over Kentucky, and you're saying Arizona and Kansas. And
a lot of people are really on the Arizona UCLA. That's what I'm hearing a lot of too.
Yeah.
But either way, I will keep watching, even though usually when MSU goes out,
me too. I just was like, you know what? I'm past this. I really like basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that The matchups for a second weekend are, what's like the marquee matchup you're looking for?
Kentucky, UCLA.
Yeah.
And Kansas, Purdue.
Yeah, who do you...
Oh, and Arizona, Xavier, I guess. Oh, what about West Virginia? You think they got a shot to
I've
make
never
a run?
been a West Virginia believer, so no.
Press Virginia?
I don't. I think they'll be out.
I haven't actually seen Gonzaga play, but I think they handle the ball well, and they got a lot of size, and you can break a press if you
they have that giant Karnowski guy.
Karnowski?
The
and Goss Williams or Goss or something.
And then they have 2 McDonald's All-Americans at guard. They have a good team.
So you've never won a bracket?
Never.
Have you never even gotten close?
No.
Do you want my formula?
Sure.
Okay. So the formula is there's 32 points in the first round. You want to get at least 24 out of 32. Okay. That's okay. That's like average. A little above average. And then the next round, out of 16, you want to get 12. 12 or better.
Okay.
So 24, 12. And then you got the Elite 8, right? You want 6 of those.
Mm-hmm.
And then Final 4 are 3. And then you pick the 2 championship contenders and the champion. You're going to win most pools.
Well, I'm trying to do that, though.
No, but it's a form. Like, you don't have to, don't try to be perfect. Work backwards. Who's going to win this thing?
Okay.
Work backwards. And then who do they beat?
That's interesting.
And if you do more than one bracket, don't fuck around with don't even bother. Have first round and second round bracket integrity, if possible. And then you change shit after that to hedge.
Okay.
But take one region and be like, no, this team's not making it through. And just, even if they're a good team, you're just like, you have to go out on a limb and be like, for me, that was Gonzaga and North Carolina. I was like, Gonzaga's not making it, North Carolina's not making it. It made it easier for me to make my brackets after that.
Mm-hmm. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's part of the reason I only make one bracket, because I get too distracted. I really think this is right. I don't know. So I'm just like, I'm just going to do one, because otherwise that makes sense.
But if you weren't a Duke believer, but you're like, SMU's good, and like, well, what if they lose to Baylor, and then you just put Baylor over Duke? So if you kept everything else the same kind of thing, you'd still have.
Yeah, probably no matter how I worked, though, I would have had SMU in the Elite Eight.
Yeah,
so
they have the talent, from what I hear.
Yeah,
I'm excited that I actually have watched a decent amount of basketball this year, because I was feeling like really down, and that was the first thing that kind of went away from me, was my passion for college basketball.
Yeah,
which is coming back, even though I don't gamble on games.
Yeah,
I mean, I gambled on like every game I could find.
Mm-hmm.
I'd stay home, broke as shit, stay home and watch in my parents' bedroom, watch like a Friday night game between like Marist and Fairfield.
Yeah,
well, I mean, $5 on it.
Yeah, it's fun to no matter how much you're betting on the end, it makes them way.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun, but you can be doing other things with that.
Yeah,
but college basketball's fucking great. This is the best time of year.
Yeah. Would you say college basketball is your favorite sport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. It used to be NBA basketball for me, but Pistons are pissing me off lately.
Yeah, it's sucking.
Yeah, they lost to the Nets tonight.
The Nets are terrible.
On a game-winning jumper by Brook Lopez. So, yeah, the Nets have 14 wins this year, 3 of which are against the Pistons. The Pistons are fighting for a playoff spot. Nets are not.
Jeez. Yeah,
it's just the NBA, there's a lack of effort.
Yeah.
I like baseball a lot. And even though there's a lot of games, it's part of the reason I like it. It's because I like that every day I can basically turn on my team.
Yeah.
And I like the sport itself. Football's okay, but I'd say fighting's my favorite sport.
Yeah, fighting now. I can watch that.
It's my favorite sport. So, like the UFC, I don't miss the UFC ever. Watch them top to bottom. As long as it's 2 guys who are similar skill sets, I don't care if they're like a top promotion or a lower promotion. It's just like
tops or bottoms.
So yeah, tops or bottoms. I take them both in my mouth.
Yeah. Best place to go.
But yeah. Any other thoughts on March Madness?
I really hope we're right, man. Arizona. My uncle went to Arizona. They got a great coach. They got a couple really talented players. A lot of people haven't seen them play all year.
They have a guy named Laurie.
Yeah, he's really good. And they think that the only thing they hear about UCLA, which they also haven't really seen play, is that they got this Lonzo Ball guy.
Lonzo Ball. Have you followed his father at all?
His father is
troll.
Wow,
such a troll.
Yeah. What do you think his objective is?
Oh, I mean, what he's doing. I mean, talking sells right now. He's building a brand for those kids.
Yeah.
And I mean, thing is, the Ball brand will sell. Big ballers or whatever they're going to call them.
Yeah.
It will sell, and what he's saying, it's kind of crazy, but it's like, look at who our president is. Look at,
yeah.
It's the world we live in now. It's this world of trolls.
World of trolls.
The world of trolls. People who say shit like, I can beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1. They averaged 2 points a game at Washington State for 1 year.
Wait, someone said that?
That was what LeVar Ball said.
Oh, he played at Washington State?
For 1 year. Averaged 2 points a game.
So it was all about the egg there, other than the sperm that created these basketball monsters.
But also it's like we're always, saying that parents should be behind their kids and stuff, and this guy's definitely behind his kids, whether it's for money and shit or not. It's no different than Macaulay Culkin's dad.
I don't think he should have been behind Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, that's why it was bad.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm talking about.
His dad fucked him?
No, probably not. I don't know. He could have fucked him.
Macaulay, if you're listening.
Sorry, man.
And you can call in, we'll interview you. We appreciate your listens, Macaulay.
Yeah. We'll say it's about Home Alone 2, but it's really going to be about your father.
I'm a big Home Alone fan myself. It's probably one of my favorite movies growing up.
Oh, that's a great one.
Speaking of movies growing up and things from growing up.
Yes.
This weekend, Power Rangers, the movie, comes out.
That was all you,
my
man.
friends, is called a segue.
Yeah, that shit is all you because...
Oh, it's all me. So I'm very excited for the Power Rangers.
I don't know. Actually, it kind of looks good.
Looks awesome.
It really does.
Looks great as Bryan Cranston as Zoran.
I'll do anything with Bryan Cranston.
I mean, I'll do anything, including stuff.
I'd do butt stuff with Bryan.
Yeah.
What if he just wanted me to
Snowball?
give him light kisses on his butthole?
Light ones.
You were so good as Walter White. I'd snowball.
I'd nestle my nose into his anal cavity.
It would be, but it wouldn't even be his cum.
Yeah, but I'm excited for it. So you're not excited for the Power Rangers movie?
I'll watch it. If my brother wants to go watch it, I'll watch it.
You didn't watch Power Rangers as a kid?
No, because I'm a little older, so... I was
you watch as a kid?
I was 15 when that shit came out, so...
Fuck that, it's for faggots.
Yeah,
or
stuff
whatever
like
they were
that.
saying back in the 90s.
In the 90s. I don't know
Gay wads? Gay
wads. That's for kids. Meanwhile, I was still just barely removed from playing with my stuffed animals and giving them.
Did you watch any shows as a kid?
He-Man.
Yeah, were you a Scooby Doo watcher?
I never liked Scooby Doo.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was so contrived, man. With the mystery and I would have got away with it too. They're pulling masks off and dog is
great.
solving all the
It was
mysteries.
showing that man was the real monster.
Deep
as fuck. Scooby was woke, bro. Scooby stayed woke. That's why he smoked so much weed with Shaggy.
They did smoke a lot.
Oh my god! I remember when I was in 7th grade, I told everybody that's why they call it Scooby Dooby Doo. That's why they're always hungry and paranoid. That's why there's always smoke coming out of the van. They're definitely stoners.
Oh, so it was a show written by stoners, secretly for stoners?
Yeah, like most shows.
Oh my gosh.
Yep,
I never thought about that, man.
So
I watched Muppet Babies. Love Muppet Babies, man.
Okay, I remember Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies was fucking awesome.
Did you watch regular Muppets?
Yeah.
I didn't watch them at all.
Yeah, man, Muppets were kind of subversive, man.
They were before my time.
There's gonna be a Muppet on Sesame Street with autism.
I saw that.
Yeah, what are they calling her? Audie Dottie.
I'm not touching that one.
What are they? I mean, what's the name?
Clarissa.
Clarissa. explains nothing.
Explains something.
Oh, god damn it.
Man. Our podcast on Sunday was really good, huh?
It was really good.
This one's not
This
so
one's
much.
gonna be... We didn't talk about Teddy Ruxpin's racism.
Yeah, we did not, but we already went over that. You can go listen to our previous. Oh, damn it.
So, I think it'll be a good character. Add some depth to the show.
We should get a Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh, yeah, dude. You want
Play him on air.
Play him on air and ask him personal questions.
Yes.
Show me on the Ruxpin where he touched you. Give him a call. You call him on the air. That is the Skype. The Skype one.
Macaulay Ruxpin.
I just point to. We send him his own personal Ruxpin.
Point on the Ruxpin to where he touched you, Macaulay.
Oh boy! We want to read a story? I don't like green ham. Sam, I am.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, did he read his own stories?
I think he had originals. I don't think he had that. I don't think he.
He's like this version of Ruxpin.
Original Teddy
Version
Rux.
of Ruxpin's reading the Bible, the King James Bible, and disproving certain elements of the Bible.
Oh my god. This is just.
Don't believe everything you hear, Macaulay.
I think we got too high before the podcast again.
I think so.
It doesn't seem like it was a bad idea at the time.
No, I have a theory that some people might like hearing our March Madness predictions, but most people are coming in for the Ruxpin stuff.
Yeah, I know.
The Ruxpin plays.
You're right.
Teddy plays.
Teddy plays.
Teddy's huge in Jakarta. They're just now getting the Ruxpin dolls there.
All the hand-me-downs.
They're just wearing fucking La Jakarta, like some country in Namibia is wearing all like the championship Buffalo Bills championships, and then
World
playing with Teddy
champions.
Ruxpin dolls.
They should come out with a new Teddy Ruxpin that you can plug like your iPhone into.
Yeah, you can sing music.
You can go to like Audible and get a full like book and have them read the whole thing to you. Like, Teddy Ruxpin reads American Psycho.
Teddy Ruxpin reads 50 Shades of Grey.
And he's like, I was trying to rape this girl.
And he put his sex into me. That's the type of writing quality writing, from what I hear. 50 Shades. So imagine Teddy Ruxpin reading 50 Shades.
I can't.
I just did.
Oh, man.
I just did. And then right after that, he reads like a review, for a New York Times review from Home Alone 2.
Why are you...
Derivative to the first one, but still has its own unique charm.
Why? Why?
A special appearance by real estate magnate Donald Trump. Stellar performance from Tim Curry.
How do you expect this? How do you expect this party to go on Friday?
So it's either. I feel like it's either gonna be awesome or awful. Do you feel like it could go one way or the other?
What do you mean, for us personally or overall?
Overall, both us personally and overall.
So overall, it will be a good party. The last one was fun. I mean, the nice part is with my house being connected here, no one comes into my house, so when I need a break from the party, I can come here, and hopefully I have a female joining me, and then we can come here and like relax a little bit or talk or actually get to be able to hear each other. So like when I need to get away from the party, I know I can. That's helpful for me.
That's nice.
When I go to parties and I can't get away, I have to stay at the party the whole time, I get socially anxious.
Yeah.
Because, so that's helpful for me. I'll get really drunk. I know you won't, but I will be getting pretty drunk. And that's
what if she shows up though? Are you still gonna get really drunk?
If she wants to.
Don't get drunk.
Why?
'Cause then you're in control of your faculties.
I'll be in control of my faculties. I won't get like hammered if she shows up. If she doesn't show up, I'm gonna get drunk and sad.
Yeah, that's the best.
Oh yeah, it's Darkness, my old friend.
Oh yeah,
dude, she should just show up though.
Show up.
We had a great time last week. She literally, hypothetically said that I genuinely made her smile and things like this, and like she genuinely had a good time.
Yeah.
I also said I know it's kind of a little intimidating to show up at a party when you just met a person, don't know anybody. You're obviously welcome to invite anybody, like invite a friend or something. Like I don't want you to feel uncomfortable in that way.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but she should show up. I'm glad your girl's showing up, and
knock on wood, brother.
Yeah. I think that this is going to be a good party. We're going to have a post-party podcast.
Yeah, dance party, man.
Full recap. Maybe we'll have a post-party podcast the night of the party. We'll see how it goes. My drunk podcast was awesome on Sunday, so I really apologize that the microphone was not working.
I'm still going to try to fix it because we're spitting hot fire.
I mean, it was something else. But either way, I think that we covered what we wanted to tonight.
Yeah.
And this was a weird midnight podcast on a Tuesday.
Go get your Ruxpin.
Go get your Ruxpin on.
Help us
get them on Amazon.
Yeah, you can buy them wherever Ruxpins are sold.
Local KB Toys.
Go get yourself a Ruxpin and learn the true secrets.
About Asians all being Chinese.
Ruxpin! Ruxpin!
Oh my, good night.